Well, our next guest in the uDiscover barn is Danielle Bradbery. Hello, Danielle.
Hi.
Nice to see you. What do you think of our place?
I love it.
Yeah?
Did a
Think
good
we've done
job.
okay?
Yes.
In the middle of Leicestershire?
I know. I love it.
Did you know where Leicestershire was before this particular visit?
No, I didn't. But I'm happy to be here, and it's beautiful, and it's going to be so much fun tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. What's your impression of the festival overall so far?
It's really awesome, really put together, and the food so far has been really cool. And
very important for an artist at any time.
Very important, yes. The stage is set up really awesome, and the fans seem so ready. So it's going to be fun.
I mean, this is not your first experience of a British crowd. You know, you were here just a few months ago when we met for C2C.
Yes, and it's so good to be back, and, you know, the fans are one of my favorites, so it's really cool, and it's so exciting to see how they react in a festival environment. I haven't performed with them on that, so I'm pretty pumped about that.
We were just talking about the fact that festival crowds and country music fans are very generous. You know, it's not as if they're just fans of one artist. That people like everything they see almost. You know, they're here for the whole ride.
They are here to party and have fun and see everybody. So that makes it 10 times better.
And what do you think of the sort of the rise of country music in the UK? I mean, it's kind of undeniable, really, isn't it?
I know, it's really cool to see, and the more I come back, the more I notice just how amazing the fans are and how much they appreciate country music, and they dress up and they have so much fun with it.
I think you said last time that you notice how people don't just know the hits or the obvious stuff. They kind of know all the lyrics of all the album tracks as well, right?
It really surprised me the first time I performed here. I sang my songs and was expecting no one to really sing along to the ones I just had on my album that weren't a single, but they knew every word to every song that I had. And I was telling people earlier, they make me feel like a Taylor Swift over here. I'm like, wow, this is a cool feeling.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether you can tell, the difference between audiences as you go from one place to the next. I mean, do they differ in the States? Do you find that from one place to the next?
A little bit, yeah. It's a little different, and it's kind of cool to have both of those type of crowds, but I love it here.
Yeah, good. You can stay.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll stay.
Going back to the beginning, what was your introduction to country music? Can I ask you that from way back when, how you first became aware of it?
Yeah, my parents always played all types of music, but my dad played country music since I was a little baby, and so I've always heard it, I've always been around it. I'm from Texas, so there's a lot of rodeos, and so I've been to those to see country artists perform, and so I've always at heart have been a genuine country fan, and going on The Voice, that's where my head was at, and so I picked Blake Shelton, and so it just all happened the way I think it was supposed to, and country music is amazing.
Yeah. Do you think there's a difference? Did you detect a difference between Texas country and Nashville and Mississippi?
Yeah, there is. There's a difference, and what's cool about Texas country is they can kind of stay there and make a living, and I think it's really awesome, but I'm a fan of both.
Right.
They have their own unique sound.
Yeah. They have their own charts in Texas now, don't
they?
they?
They have their own charts, which I think is pretty crazy.
That'd be the equivalent of us having Surrey charts or
right?
one particular part of the country.
I know.
It's kind of mad.
Yeah, Texas is big.
Yeah, but it's hard to say what the difference is. I mean, it's something more rough sounding, don't you think?
Yeah, it's more like real country.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. So how's life at Big Machine these days?
Oh, man, it's good. It's good. Big Machine is awesome, and, they're so fun to work with, and
you're not just saying that because some of them are in the room
no,
or anything.
No. I know that. I see
like
them laughing from the corner of my eye, but no, truly, it's been my label since day one, so I'm happy where I'm at.
Not a bad place to be. The
not
track
a
record's
bad place.
Not too bad, is it?
No.
So you get to, I'm sure you do get to rub shoulders with all of your label mates all the time.
Yeah.
You were over here for C2C with some of them, of course.
Yes, yeah, I get to see a lot of them all the time, and especially at award shows, you see them, and it's kind of like family, so you're like, oh, there's my label mate. So, it's really fun. Everybody's so supportive of each other, so I'm really lucky to be a part of that.
You mentioned award shows. I mean, you have so many award shows in America for country music.
A lot. I know.
You've got to have a lot of dresses ready. And,
a lot of dresses, a lot of money to be spent on dresses.
Yes.
But, a lot of award shows, but they're so much fun to me.
Yeah.
Even though they're a lot to keep up with, but hopefully I'll win an award at one of them.
Absolutely.
Soon.
Yeah. So what's next? You've got shows you're going to Germany after this, aren't you?
Going to Germany to perform for military, which is probably one of my favorite things. I come back here November 17th with Thomas Rhett and Devin Dawson, which is going to be so fun. Back home, I just hopped on a Kane Brown tour.
Wow.
And
he's very hot now, isn't he? Kane Brown. He's one of the big names.
Yeah, he's awesome, and just continuing songwriting and just having fun.
So that will be your third British trip of the year.
Of the year. I love it here. Soon. I know. I keep hearing myself talk after people. I'm like, oh wow.
You picking up any of the phrases yet? I mean,
any
little things?
A little bit, but probably next time I come, it's gonna be.
Gonna try it on me now.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Danielle, have a great show.
Thank you.
It's lovely to see you, and we'll see you again later in the year.
Yeah, absolutely.